Shalom, Akim, Shalom. First and foremost, let's start by giving all honor, glory, and praises unto our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the whole four legs scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay, so today we're going to be getting into the Rape Doctrine. Okay, I'm speaking in code because you know how the algorithms are, but yeah. A lot of people get emotional about this, but at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with it according to the scriptures. Okay, now there's a few instances where, of course, if the woman is married and a man forced himself on her, okay, now that's adultery. See, but that's where the sin lies. It's in adultery. Okay, let's go ahead and start by reading Deuteronomy 22. And verse 22, it says, if a man be found lying with a woman married to a husband, then they shall both of them die, both the man that lay with the woman and the woman. So shalt thou put away evil from Israel. So right there, you see, Yashua, that committing adultery is a sin punishable by death. So according to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, this is a sin punishable by death. Right, but you see in Esau's society that doesn't happen. In fact, Esau promotes cheating on your spouse. Right, they promote men to sleep with other men's wives. They promote women to sleep around on their husband. See, and that's why this society is in shambles, Yasharallah. All right, so those of you that might be emotional about this topic, hey, ask yourself, all right, Esau does not condone that in this world, but look at how his world is. It's all fucked up. All right, let's take a look at Esau's world real quick, and then we're going to go into the doctrine. All right, so as you can see, they put the woman over the man. All right, let's start over here. Single mothers. Okay, this is what Esau's world creates. All right, a culture of single mothers. They can't barely take care of the kids, can't barely afford it. All right, they create criminals because, these women out here, what do? All right, they don't know how to raise children. They don't know how to bring order to a house. All right, because godliness comes through the man, right? So the order is this, right? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the man, and then the woman, right? But what do? They put the woman over the man. All right, so, a man or woman gets divorced. She takes the child, right? That's how they do it. And of course, statistics show that, those children end up, not making it very far in life. Either they become part of the alphabet community or they become part of the prison population. For the most part, these children just don't ever have a chance, right? And it's all because of the woman. Same thing, alphabet community, all right? You got social media and dating apps, right? Created by Esau to give the woman all power over the man. All right, because of course the man has the highest sex drive, so the man, naturally is gonna. If it was up to the man, everyone would have a partner, but it's up to the woman. All right, only like the top percent of guys would get partners. See, because women are picky by nature, right? It says young male virginity on the rise. Share of men under age 30 who report 0 female sex partners since they turned 18. All right, this number is steadily going up, okay? Because, that's the type of world that Esau created by putting the woman over the man, okay? So that's what I'm kind of going over now. It's just, this woman worship, putting the woman over the man, godlessness, okay? This divorce thing where they, it says man loses more than half of his house and more than half of his inheritance in divorce. All right, that's not really a tale, really. That's fact, because you talk to most men that have been through divorces, boom, that's what happens to them, right? Because why? Because they marry promiscuous women, man. Because at the end of the day, all these women out here are promiscuous, because that's how Esau has them out there, So you see this world that Esau has, man. You see how wicked it is and how fucked up it is, putting the woman over the man at work. Setting up quotas so that if there's not enough female managers, jobs get taxed more. What kind of shit is that, man? You see? And this is the world that Esau created. So are you really going to take his word over the word of the Most High? Are you going to take Esau's word over the word of the Most High? That's my question to you out there who don't agree with this doctrine. Okay, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's go to verse 23. Okay, let's see here. All right, and it says, if a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed to an husband, right? And we could deal with that word betrothed, which means aras. Aras. This means to be engaged for matrimony, right? So they planning to get married. So she's betrothed unto a husband, okay? And she's a virgin. And a man find her in the city and lie with her. Okay, so this right here, let's deal with that word find. Okay. And we can see the last part here is take hold on. Okay, so this is actually talking about so-called grape. Okay, so basically that's what grape means. It means to take hold on. Okay, so this woman is engaged to another man, and this man grabbed her, forced himself on her. Okay, but let's keep going. It says, if a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto a husband, and a man find her in the city and lie with her, then ye shall bring them both out unto the gate of that city, and ye shall stone them with stones that they die. So right here, even though the man raped the woman, they both get put to death. And the reason is because the woman liked it and she did not cry out. You see? So the woman went along with it. The woman was perfectly happy to have sex with this other man who she is not married to. Okay? It's just that the man really didn't care if she had to say if she liked it or not. And it just so happened that this woman liked it. You see? So she committed adultery because she did not cry out. And it's going to go into that now. It says the damsel, because she cried not. See? She's in the city, right? So if she screams, everybody's going to hear her. So then they would have known that this man, you know, hey, he going to get put to death because that's another man's woman, right? But since she didn't cry and they found out about it, they're like, well, you know, she went along with it. You know? She cried not, being in the city, and the man, because he hath humbled her, right? He humbled another man's wife, right? He hath humbled his neighbor's wife, so shalt thou put away evil from among you. See? So, yeah, he humbled another man's wife. All right? Verse 25. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her, what do y'all think that means? Of course, that's talking about grape. So, behave self valiantly, withstand. Seize, right here. There it is. Seize. Chazak. Chazak, right? Force her and lie with her, or seize her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die. Okay? But unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing. There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death, for as when a man riseth against his neighbor and slayeth him, even so is this matter, right? Because she was in the field, right? So there was nobody out there she could scream to, right? So at the end of the day, if a man take hold of a woman and lie with her in the field, okay, it's as if somebody rose against their neighbor and killed them, right? They was not expecting it. So really, this woman couldn't do anything. She could scream all she want, but nobody was going to hear it. See? So they found out that this happened, and only the man got put to death. See? So right there, we got two different instances of, you know. So in this instance up here, okay, if a woman didn't cry out when she was in the city, then that means she's with the perpetrator, right? She's with him. So they both get put to death. All right, because the woman was married. See? And on this one, the woman was married. but she couldn't do nothing, so it's not her fault. See? Now let's go to verse 27. For he found her in the field. Yep. And we're going to go to verse 28 actually. It says, if a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed. Okay, so this is a different situation. If a man finds a virgin, so this is a woman who never has sex, a woman who does not have a husband, a woman who is not engaged, okay, and lay hold on her, right? So he graped her and lie with her, and they be found, right? Then what happens? Then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and he shall be his wife. She shall be his wife, because he hath humbled her. He may not put her away all his days. You see that? So, boom, right there. All right, so this is a different situation. Why isn't the man getting put to death? Why is nothing happening? Because, you know why? Because he didn't know sin. He didn't commit adultery. That woman did not belong to anybody. And the proper order in the scriptures is the man and then the woman. So the man can make this decision for the woman. You see? Just like the woman in modern Esau society can make the decision that you're never going to get married because whatever reason they give, oh, you're too short, or you're too poor, or you're ugly, or whatever modern women think. The same way they can grape a man in courts and take his money and all that, and his kids. Hey, that's the same way in the ancient day a man could take a woman and say, look, you're going to be my wife for the rest of my life, you know, whether you want to or not. And there was nothing wrong with that. And you know, back in the day, the women were different. The women actually wanted a husband. Today in society, women just want to sleep around. So this is why it's such a big deal. You see? Verse 29, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver. All right? Because the woman at this point belongs to the father. Because she doesn't belong to any man as a husband, but belongs to her father. So the father has to get a reward for his woman. All right? So that's how a woman is. A woman it has a price, basically. All right? And then it says, and she shall be his wife. Okay, so now if you raped a woman in the ancient world, now you had to take care of her. That's your woman now. All right, it says, because he hath humbled her, he may not put her away all his days. So, hey, if you get tired of that woman, or even if that woman be on some bullshit, you can't put her away. So if you raped a woman back then, hey, you better make sure that's the one you want, because you are stuck with her. You see? You know, it's not like other people that watch Great Millstone, the Apostles of Great Millstone, that explain it perfectly, and then, you know, they say, oh, see, they just want to go around graping everybody and this and that. It's all bullshit, man, because no, you can't go around graping everyone, man. Once you took a woman, she was your wife. All right, you're going to keep doing that. You're going to have too many wives, and you won't be able to afford it. Then you're going to be in real trouble. You see? That's not how it works. All right? It's just like, yeah, it's something that happened. If a man, you know, saw a woman he really wanted, all right? But he would weigh that option in his mind and be like, well, fuck it. It's worth it. Hey, you know? And this system worked. Because in the ancient world, you know, families stayed together, all right? There was none of this single mother bullshit, all right? There wasn't as much divorce, all right? You had families that stayed together with the wealth would get passed on from generation to generation, all right? And everybody put Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai first, all right? In the ancient world, the Israelites used to put Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai first. But what are they doing now? Pure lawlessness, wickedness, and evil has exceeded the face of the whole earth, man. It's exceedingly covered the face of the whole earth, man. Because Esau pushing his wicked doctrines out there, man. Woe unto those who call good evil and evil good. Who take bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. See? That's what the scriptures say, right? So there's nothing wrong with this right here, as long as you follow it in its right context according to the scriptures. All right, and the next verse, actually, that's it there. So I wanted to go over a few points real quick. I mean, this isn't complicated. All right, it's only a sin if the woman's married. Okay, that's pretty much it. And if you take a virgin and lay hold on her, then now she's your wife, and you got to pay her father 50 shekels of silver. All right, and you cannot divorce her. That's simply what it is. All right, let's go to 1 Corinthians 11:3 real quick. Okay, and it says, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is Yahweh. Okay, very simple. See that? So the order is this: Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, the man, and the woman. You see? So how does Esau have everything now? The woman decides who gets to get married and who doesn't. The woman decides who gets to sleep with her and who doesn't. See, that's backwards. In the ancient world, the man decided, right? And that's why there was righteousness, because the scriptures say my tabernacle was with men. So the Lord only deals with men directly. The Lord does not deal with women directly. All right. And let's see here. Okay, and of course on the topic of divorce rape, which is what women do in modern times, you know, they take a man for all he's worth, take him to the cleaners, take all his money in a divorce. And really, it's no fault divorce is what it's called. So, you know, that's the true wickedness of modern day, you know, relations here in Babylon the Great. And the scriptures tell you what to do in that situation. Deuteronomy 24:1. When a man hath taken a wife and married her, and it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes, because he hath found some uncleanness in her, then let him write her a bill of divorce, and give it in her hand, and send her out of his house. And when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife. See, it didn't say give her half your shit. Give her your kids, give her your car, give her your house. It didn't say all that. See? So, just so y'all know, man, this wicked man's kingdom, this is how he likes to rule, right? But no, the hopeful elect, we go by the scriptures. We know that's the true righteousness, and we yearn for a kingdom that has those rules in place. True righteousness in place, man. Not this fucking wicked ass bullshit Esau got. Okay? So now we're going to go into another scenario as far as laying hold on a woman or a virgin or a grape, whatever you want to call it. So this is on the topic of whenever we went to war against our enemies, which are the heathen nations, right? So these are non-Israelite women, okay? Now I'm going to put this in the video because a lot of you Israelite women out there like to talk smack and say that, oh, you're only supposed to be with an Israelite woman. That's not true. An Israelite man can be with whatever woman he wants. If he wants an Edomite wife, he can have an Edomite wife. If he wants an Israelite wife and an Edomite wife and an Ammonite wife and what, he can have as many wives as he wants, so long as he could take care of them. All right. I mean, it's really not that hard to understand. So this is a different scenario than what we read earlier. So let's get started with Deuteronomy 20 and verse 10. It says, when thou goest forth to war against thine enemies, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai thy power hath delivered them into thine hands, and thou hast taken them captives, right? So we took them for slaves. This is Shebi, exiled, captured, prisoners, right? So that you got them in chains, you won the war. Deuteronomy 21:11, and seest among the captives a beautiful woman, and hast a desire unto her, right? So you see a good looking girl, let's say a woman, we'll just say, what do they call them nowadays? A baddie, a woman that's fine, right? That thou wouldest have her to thy wife, right? You see her and you're like, damn, I want to be with her. All right, verse 12, then thou shalt bring her home to thine house, and she shall shave her head and pare her nails. So this is the ritual, man. Because what happened in this situation is you might have killed her father, whatever it be, and she's crying, she's got, you know. So there's a ritual you do, because we're not animals like Esau. You know, Esau, the way he did our women is he would kill their fathers, their families, take their kids, sell them to another slave master, and then they take your women and ravish them, right? They take your woman and they just ravish her, right? They don't, there's no ritual, there's no time to mourn, nothing. They just kind of go in unto them, see? Right? But this is what we're supposed to do. This is the righteous way. It says, then shalt thou bring her home to thine house, and she shall shave her head and pare her nails, right? That means shave her head and cut her nails. And she shall put the raiment of her captivity. Raiment means simla. Okay, her cover, assuming the shape of object, dress, mantle, clothing, raiment. Okay, so yeah, you might have her wearing a specific garment that, you know, the people you just conquered, they might be wearing a specific garment or chains. You take the chains off, you take off her garments, right? And it says, and she shall put the raiment of her captivity from off her, and shall remain in thine house, and bewail her father and her mother a full month. See? So like I said, you might have killed their mother, their father, whatever it is. You take them to the house. You take off the slave clothes from her, right? She's probably going to be wearing new garments that you gave her, right? And then it says, so you give her a whole month to mourn, to cry about it, basically. Shave her head, cut her nails, take off the slave clothes, right? And after that, thou shalt go in unto her. You see? Thou shalt go in unto her, and be her husband, and she shall be thy wife. You see? So after that month has expired, you're going to go in unto her. You're going to have sex with her, whether she wants to or not. All right? That's according to the scriptures. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And then verse 14 says, and it shall be, if thou have no delight in her, then thou shalt let her go whither she will, but thou shalt not sell her at all for money. Thou shalt not make merchandise of her, because thou hast humbled her. See? So yeah, if you end up doing this with that woman, yeah, you can't sell her because you humbled her. All right? So yeah, so that's for that's the law for heathen women, right? Women of the other nations. All right? It's pretty much the same as Israelite women, except that you wouldn't be killing Israelites, okay? You would only be killing heathens in the act of war. All right? So in that situation, yeah, you could take those women. That's not a sin. So now Esau will have you think it's a sin, but then he'll go and tell women to abort their babies, to go kill their babies in a laboratory. See? That's what they Esau tell these women, right? Oh, that's another thing. Planned Parenthood, right? See? Planned Parenthood, abortion pills, all that shit, man. You know, how many helpless children have to die because Esau put the woman over the man? How many of these men out here are suffering because Esau put the woman over the man? All right? How many women out here took their own lives because Esau put them over the man, and that's not the natural order? You see? You see that, Yasharallah? So, hey, this is righteousness, man. This is how it's going to be in the kingdom. All right? Here in Esau's world, don't be doing this shit. Right? This is all for edification. But, in this world, in this wicked-ass world, yeah, we can't do this shit. So, but yeah, this is how it's going to be in the kingdom. Lord willing soon, man. Lord willing soon, man. You already see this man's economy falling to shit. You already see Russia over there getting pissed off, getting ready to bomb this place. All right? And, Lord willing, that mark of the beast come out soon, Lord willing, maybe before 2023 ends, we could get the hell up out of here, right? But with that, I hope this lesson was edifying unto the hopeful elect. And until next time, I say shalom.